With my outdoor workshop now complete, I decided to become a vendor at the local farmers market here in town. In this video, you'll see me making a few cutting boards that I brought to the farmers market. All the cutting boards are going to be edge grain. This first board is going to be a butcher block style walnut, and it's just two boards that will be glued together. First, I applied a liberal layer of glue, and then I clamped them together. On either end of the cutting boards, I use clamps to line them up, and this will minimize any thickness that I need to remove in the planer. For the rest of the boards, I use a variety of different woods, everything from zebra wood to walnut to cherry and maple. Once the glue is dried sufficiently, I can remove the clamps and I can scrape it off with a chisel. Because of my lack of shop space, I decided to use two boards on one clamp setup. For the larger walnut butcher block, there was some warpage, so I decided to glue some strips of wood underneath on one of the high corners and then run it through the planer. This acted as a joiner, making one side perfectly flat. Once that's done, I can remove the pieces of wood on the bottom, flip it over, and then I have two flat surfaces. I created this square device that I could use to create strips of wood on my tabletop sled. I wanted to include a handle on a couple of the boards that I was making, so the design is slightly different than the rest. And a few boards I wanted to have a random pattern, so I would rip it down on the table saw and flip every other piece. For the breadboards, or the boards with a handle, I simply used items found around my kitchen to create the circles needed. With all the lines marked out, I can take these boards over to the bandsaw and cut them out. This larger board here with the handle turned out to be the first board that I ever sold. For many of the boards, I decided to put a chamfered edge, so I turned my blade to 45 degrees and ran each edge along the blade to give it a nice clean look. I used a Forstner bit on the handles to create a hole at the end so that you can hang it. For the boards that I didn't use a chamfered edge, I took a router with a roundover bit to them. To finish the boards, I started with 120 grit sandpaper, and once I was done, I took a wet rag to each of the boards to raise up the grain, and then I ran 220 grit sandpaper over all of them. Once sanding was finished, I applied a couple coats of food-grade mineral oil. Once I was finished with the mineral oil, I applied a coat of beeswax conditioner. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.